G'day team, Blake from Shogun Kendogu here. Today I'm going to show you how to tie up your tsuru. Okay, so today we're going to be using a tsuka that has one loop. Some of them have two. It's exactly the same way to tie up the tsuru. So if you have a tsuka with two loops, just follow the same sort of pattern, just put them both together. Alright, so we're going to feed the tsuru through these loops, but before we do that, just looking up here, my tsuru has a leather tab on it. Your one might not. If it doesn't, it's really a simple process. All we're going to do, I'll show you down here, all we're going to do is bring the tsuru around like that, around the back, feed it through, and pull it tight. And to adjust the height of that back up here will mean that you can go through exactly the same process as I'm about to with the leather loop. Okay, so once we've got our loop in place, we're going to pull the tsuru down through here, through the leather bit on the tsuka. Remember, if you've got two there, you're going to put them together so it's feeding through the one, as one I should say. Okay, and we're going to come back up to put that through the loop, whether it's the loop on the tsuru that you've made or the loop on the leather tab. Pulling the tsuru down is going to put tension on the tsuru along the length of the shinai. We don't want to pull this too tight because it'll put too much tension on and it will eventually break. But also we don't want to have it too loose. So there's a really fine line there. If you're not 100% sure, I'd recommend perhaps talking to your sensei or your senpai just to double check that you've got it right. But if you can hear this is about right. What we're going to do next is just to release that tension off a little bit, feed the tsuru through this part of the tsuka. Pulling that down, we can pull the tension back on and then hook it up. Some people at this point tie a knot in the tsuru just to hold it in place. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it certainly makes it a little bit easier when we're going through the next step. So what we're going to do now is take this end here and feed it underneath the tsuru up here, down, all the way down to where it's tied in at the top, and lock that off. Now all we're going to do is wrap it round and around and around until we run out of room. Just going to finally do one more and tie that off just through like that. Pull it down. Okay, and the final step, I'm going to use this tool here. You can use a pencil or a chopstick or whatever you have handy, just to lift up the leather bit and feed that through itself again, through here, and we lock it off. With that much left, all we need to do is snip the tsuru off with about 1 centimetre to go, and we're all done.